All right, what's up, guys? So the Kingard has uploaded the Kingard. Yeah, I think that's how you say their name. But anyways, it could be Kingard too. They might say their name at some point in time in the video, but regardless, they have uploaded a video titled "Big Streamers Just Don't Get Battlefield." Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't understanding, this Battlefield world and stuff, because even I just remember when I had played Bad Company 2 for the first time, and yeah, this was like years ago when I was in high school, and I'm like, wow, like this was like after playing like numerous Call of Duties and stuff. So yeah, like I ended up playing Battlefield Bad Company 2. It was like this like special edition where it came with like, I think it was like the Ultimate Edition or something like that, but it came with all the DLCs and crap. And yeah, I was like, bro, this game is fun. Like, this game is actually, it's refreshing compared to Call of Duty. Battlefield 3 came out, and I was like, okay, like, what just happened? Like, how do you guys go, like, back-to-back good games? I'm like, ain't no way possible you're gonna come out with a third one that's good. Battlefield 4 came out. It was like 3, but it was still good, though. And I was like, man, I just don't get that. I just don't get how it's like y'all do so good with games, and then yeah, then afterwards it just seemed like that they kind of fell off a little bit. But anyways, yeah, hopefully though with 6, it's like, yeah, you guys are trying to do something good, but EA, it's like, yeah, I had recently played Madden, and I don't know if it's separate teams, but regardless, I'm like, yeah, Madden it didn't really leave a good taste with me and stuff. I'm like, nah, bro. If Battlefield 6 is anything like Madden, probably not gonna be a successful game. But nah, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video though. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to the Kingard for more videos like this. But with that being said,
today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach.
So how are you gonna look at me and tell me, oh, battle royales are overdone? That comment pisses me off. It really does, man. When people are like, we don't need battle royale.
well, we don't. It's like, that's the thing. The gaming industry, I feel like, hey, they just tried to like push that genre off on everybody, and it's like you seen. I feel like that you just seen where every video game out there wanted to have some sort of battle royale mode. You seen it where it was games like Forza. You seen it where it was I'm trying to think of some other games that, well, yeah, Call of Duty and Battlefield. I think they even had tried for a little bit. It was either 1 or 5 regardless, but they tried to do it with the battle royale stuff. I'm trying to think, there's probably some of them. Surprised that Madden didn't have no battle. You just going around tackling people with a football and stuff. So I'm saying it got to a point where it just is like, okay, you're doing too much with this genre. Do something else. There's other genres out there. Focus on those. But anyways.
But I don't think that that's the sauce of this game. Battle Royale for this would be fire. I know you don't real football game.
But it's like, why though?
It needs a good progression, reasons to log in daily. It needs battle pass shit for sure, and rank.
I'm like, yeah, you guys definitely didn't play Battlefield back in the day, because the funny thing is that battle royale games didn't really start coming out until games like H1Z1, PUBG, Fortnite, like during that time. So like almost 10 years ago and things, it's like, what, like 2016, 2017 and stuff. It seemed like that's when like battle royale games was really starting to make a name for itself. And it's funny because it somewhat originated with like survival games, because H1Z1 used to be a survival game, and then they out of nowhere added that battle royale mode, and it was like, huh, what's this? Like, oh, okay, this seems like it's like a big giant free-for-all. All right, cool. But the thing is this though, where it was like, as the time went on, and then it's like you seen that the game that were like the battle royale that, like, it was like peak battle royale is Fortnite. So if you guys want to play a battle royale game, then yeah, play games like Fortnite, play Warzone. Battlefield doesn't need to be a battle royale game. Like, there's no need for it to be added. But like, that's what I was saying though, is like, you guys definitely didn't play Battlefield, Bad Company 2, or just any of them Battlefield games, because those games it was campaign, multiplayer, and I'm trying to think what other stuff that they add. And so I feel like that, at least that's what I had mainly played. I mainly played campaign and multiplayer. If the game is fun enough, you don't need to do what other people are doing, because if that's the case, every game out there needs to have. Supermarket Simulator needs to have a battle royale mode. NBA 2K needs to have a battle royale mode. You see how stupid that sounds? So that's what I'm saying. Battlefield is its own game. It don't need no battle royale mode.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Several of the world's top streamers have voiced their criticisms of the Battlefield 6 beta, and I feel like I've stepped into a time machine with how outdated some of these takes are.
So what do you mean the newer game mode that has come into gaming, the Battle Royale, is overdone? How is that possible?
Wow, primitive.
I'm talking about the ones that seem to have, we'll just say, a favorite type of game. Rest assured, while we
So
are...
I think that's probably what it is too, is that, and that's what I'm just saying. It's like, you know, as a content creator, you shouldn't limit yourself just to one line of content. So yeah, if you're known for playing Battle Royale games, and then the biggest game that's coming out this year, it's not going to feature that, then yeah, there's going to probably be a lot of people where they're going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to watch people that are, and it's like, fam, just play the game. It's like, you don't have to have it where it's like a Battle Royale, like, but the thing is this, your real fans, it doesn't matter what you do. You could be playing a campaign mode, you could be playing multiplayer, you could be playing anything outside the like Battle Royale genre. If they're still there supporting you as if you were playing Warzone or Fortnite or Apex, fam, you got yourself a good fan base. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, it's like I just have a feeling that they're like, I'm not going to survive in this Battlefield 6 era, so...
to tear into some dog water takes, that doesn't mean that I don't respect any of these streamers for the channels they've built, or that I hate them all, or whatever. I know these people love gaming, but the role gaming plays in their professional lives seems to have completely skewed the way they view video games. And if EA and Battlefield Studios bow the knee to these kinds of streamer demands, I think Battlefield 6 as we know it will be doomed to join the ranks of other corpses paraded around like puppets pretending to be series we used to love. As I'm about to show you, these guys just don't get Battlefield. And speaking of spending a long time using the same product, remember that Flexispot desk sponsorship I did over a year ago? If you can believe it, that standing desk they sent me was so good I still use it to this day, every day. So when they reached out about sponsoring this video with one of their newer desks, it was a no-brainer. I'm a grown man, so I need a desk that says, use me for gaming, but you can tell the company that comes over it's just a work desk. And Flexispot standing desks like their E7 Pro do exactly that. Oh, honey bear. Let's go help the baby boy. Don't want to sit so much between working and gaming that you evolve into some monstrous human chair hybrid? Well, they raise up, so get on your feet before your roots start showing. Who cares how tall you are, what height your chair is? This desk will adjust to whatever your comfortable height is. Or just raise it high enough so Kylo can walk.
I'm like, you know, it's been a fat minute. I might have to get me a table like this though, because it's been a fat minute since I've like, I usually sit down when I play games and stuff, so yeah, to like, I used to do that though when I was a kid. I'd stand up and be playing the game and things, but yeah, it's like as the time went on, I'm like, yeah, I found myself sitting down a lot. Like I felt like the skill ain't gonna change though. It's like if anything's I'm able to like walk around and stuff. I feel like I'd get tired though. I was like, nah, let me lower this table and sit back down and things.
It's practical for a lot of things. Are you ready for the hyper detailed stats I need to share, followed by my own monkey brain take? Here goes. For static capacity stability, it'll support up to 440 pounds, and the dual motors 3-stage semi-C leg structure provides smooth transitions when adjusting. Now for monkey brain. I've had no problems getting it to hold everything I reasonably need it to without wobbling, and the adjustment feature is so simple and buttery smooth, even my wife regularly adjusts it without asking big, strong, intelligent me to come help. Now that's a simple product. Even though I have direct experience with Flexispot, I'm still not some professional desk reviewer, so go check out what other people have to say about their products first. And if you like what you see, go to their website and the link in the description. Check out the sales events.
Yeah, I know, because this table that I got right now, there's at times where I have to like rearrange stuff underneath my table. So it's like I'm having to like bend down. Like I literally feel my back pressing up against the table and stuff. Like that's how like low it is and things. And especially if I'm underneath doing something, be able to have a table where I could just like lift it up real quick. Ain't even gotta like, you know, yeah, it's just, yeah, I might need to cop me one of these tables. They got one 3-6. Yeah, I'm like, I might have to cop one, you know. It's one of those things. But yeah, it's like the table that I got now has like a lot of space, so I'm like, I feel like I would have to see one of those tables like in person and then be like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and cop this. They got it on sale. I'm like, yeah, $369 and $599 outside the sale.
They've
That's
even got a
crazy.
sale going now for up to 65% off of a bunch of stuff and a chance to get 100% free order. And if you put in this discount code at checkout, you'll get $50 off your own E7 Pro standing desk. So thanks Flexispot for working with me again and sponsoring this video. It's always nice to promote stuff that I actually use every day. Maybe High Hairline Digest will reach out next.
So, back to it.
So what are these big streamers saying that tells
That was a crazy episode of The Walking Dead. Still years later, it still hurts me there, man.
me they just don't get Battlefield? Let's get into it. You show me a COD streamer finally trying a different game, and I'll show you someone who spouts Battle Royale like it's a nervous tick.
You like it? I do. I think the VR is going to be like if I come back to play it, I think I'm going to play that a lot more than I play this.
Overall thoughts on the game? I'm having a blast. And I think ultimately, too, it's getting us excited for what potentially Battle Royale could be for this game.
Battle Royale, Battle Royale, Battle Royales.
Battle Royale or VR? VR?
BR. Battle Royale, Battle Royale.
I'm excited for the Battle Royale.
I mean,
And you know what's funny is that, like, with Fortnite, people still play the Battle Royale mode, but look at all the other modes that game has. I guarantee and I promise you, if they just, like, gave us, like, a wave of, like, new modes to play, like, oh, we're adding basketball, we're adding soccer, we're adding, like, a big, giant sports mode, then it's just, you know, yeah, you'll see where people, it's like, they're gonna be playing that and things, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. Battle Royale games is falling off. Like, it's, you know, because I think that's why it's like Fortnite, they seen there's like, okay, we're not going to be able to carry on this Battle Royale mode forever, so let's have it where there's like some like fan-made stuff that's in the game. So at least the thing is this, if Battle Royale falls off, there's other modes to play. But it's like, and then that's the thing, when you see games like Call of Duty, and it's like, you look at Vanguard for an example, Call of Duty Vanguard. What was that? Can anybody tell me what that game was about? Because everybody, they're like, oh, okay, cool, new Call of Duty game. We're playing Warzone. It seemed like that. It was like that with with all the Call of Duty games. It seems like that everybody, they might play a little bit of zombies. Black Ops Cold War, they actually had it. I played more of zombies than I did Warzone. But yeah, man, it's like the thing is with me, it's that I try to play games that are not like, you know, famous and viral, like, oh, everybody is playing it and stuff. You know, I guess like if it's a game that catches my eye, then yeah, sure. But if it's like months down the road, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm playing, everybody's playing Warzone, I'm playing Forza Motorsports 3 or something, or I'm playing one of the older Call of Duty games. But yeah, it's like, it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, what other things can you do? Like, I guess you gotta look at it like this. Imagine a content creator where they upload the same video every single day. The only difference is they just change their t-shirt. But they upload the same video every day, word for word, bar for bar. Like, you know, I guess, like, yeah, let's say it's a reaction video or something. They were just, yeah, reacting to the same video every single day. Like, nothing's different, nothing. Only thing is different. I'm like, oh, their hat may change. And then they say some stuff like, oh, hey, I'm bringing back the old intro. Still the same video. Like, that's what I see when it's companies that's just like, oh, we're releasing the same game every year. The only difference is we're bringing back wall runs and this stuff, and that it's like from like Call of Duty's like what 4 or 5 Call of Duties ago.
Game itself, not the BR. I think I'm into a little bit of it, like the TDM. Maybe we can play it for a couple days.
I'm gonna be honest, almost checked out when he said he wants to play team deathmatch in a Battlefield game, but let's hear some more.
I like TDM and the domination thing. It's a little bit more intimate. So if you're a Call of Duty guy, you're definitely gonna like the fact that like you're all.
It's like, that's the thing. This isn't Call of Duty. This is Battlefield. Like, that was the thing. If you played Battlefield back then, you seen the difference between Battlefield and Call of Duty. And I know with me, I definitely had seen. I was like, this is a night and day thing. Like, Call of Duty seemed more fast-paced. Battlefield, on the other hand, it seemed like it was a game that was meant for all different types of soldiers. So if you was that loud and proud soldier, you could be that. If you was that tactical soldier, you could be that recon soldier. You could be that tank guy, helicopter guy, jet guy. Like, they had so many different possibilities with, I guess, like who is going to be playing their game. And so then on top of that, like the graphics, the visuals and stuff, and then the physics where it's like buildings is coming down, you know, it's like all these different things. It's like Call of Duty is Call of Duty. Battlefield is Battlefield. You can't like, oh, let's try to make this game like Call of Duty. No, it's not Call of Duty. So to EA, to the developers behind Battlefield, do not make this into another Call of Duty.
In a little map, and you're bobbing and weaving.
Translation, I really liked the moments this Battlefield game didn't feel like a Battlefield game.
I know you don't we are my guy. Don't play it then. I'll play the BR.
Sure, Nick, a BR as one of many modes would be fine, but we all know that's not how this works.
Yeah.
And he should know, he regularly plays one of gaming's best examples of a battle royale sucking up development resources and alienating the fan base of one of the most popular series in the world. New COD games serve as little more than invitations to come play Warzone these days. Titanfall 3 was canceled to focus on Apex, and Splitgate 2 could have had far more going for it if it didn't put all of its eggs into the basket of a subpar BR reveal. A BR that's just passable doesn't fly in today's market.
That's why that game did too. I remember playing the first one. I didn't really care too much about it. Then there was like, oh, the first one's being taken out of stores, but we're coming out with the second one. Then the second one came out. That they're like, yeah, bro, we gonna act like this game never came out. I'm like, I was wondering what was going on with that game.
And I think Battlefield Studios knows this. That would be why they're using different studios to tag team different sides of Battlefield 6, including the not technically announced but obviously still incoming Battle Royale mode. But even then, do we really think EA will actually allow equal funding to updating Rush as they will their Battle Royale post-launch? The modern gaming evidence says no. If they do, great, but I doubt it. Which a BR focus might not be the end of the world if it stayed true to Battlefield's core in fairy tale land, but I don't see how it'd be possible to mix Battlefield's identity of a large-scale, casual, rock-paper-scissors, class-based combat with a hyper-competitive, limited-life mode like a Battle Royale and still be able to please everyone. So we need traditional modes to stay prioritized to retain what Battlefield is.
I see people talking about like, Battlefield doesn't need to be Can you guys just let us have one that like BRs? Like,
But it's like, you guys got like 15 games that's out right now with BR modes. Like, bro, it's one of those things where it's like, not every game needs to have that. Because my thing is this. If that is the case, then yeah, put a Battle Royale mode in every single game out there. Like I said, NBA 2K. Let me think of some other, The Sims. Let's think of some other games. I said Forza Gran Turismo. Where are some other games? And yeah, let's have a Battle Royale mode within a Battle Royale mode. Yeah, let's have it where it's like you gotta run to the center of the map and then you join like an underground Battle Royale mode in Warzone. Yeah, let's just have like Battle Royale modes. It's just, I'm telling you, like, let's just have it where just the world is just one big giant Battle Royale mode, man. Cause I'm saying it gets to a point where it's like, okay, enough is enough. Focus on something else.
I mean, dude.
Like, my thing is this. Imagine if Activision, they announced that Warzone is shutting down so we can focus on other modes and stuff. With all that money that they're putting into Warzone, bro, I'm telling you right now, we would see probably, if they said that Warzone is like, we're not going to do Warzone for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're going to be focused on what new things can we add to this game. Fam, you're going to probably see like campaign DLCs, multiplayer DLCs, zombies DLCs. We're going to probably see a whole new mode that's never been done before. Because, yeah, for the first time, almost like, yeah, since 2019, they're not focused on Warzone, so.
You have one? Can we let you have one?
Don't you turn against me.
I don't know you anymore.
You guys already got one series to bend the knee. It's movement, it's sweat, it's tailor-made for you and your audience now. Instead of demanding Battlefield be more like COD, just go play COD. Battlefield's gonna get another Battle Royale, but as far as games that don't feel like they have to focus on one, could you just let us have one? But why this obsession with
It is funny because I feel like that the battle royale mode. It's not going to live up to Warzone. And then you're gonna see where you're gonna see where these guys, they're playing it when it comes out, and then eventually it's gonna be like, oh, okay, like this isn't like Warzone. I'm going back to Warzone.
Royales from streamers. Why do they insist on new FPS titles always having one? Well, the answer is less about you and more about them. How about we let Tim explain?
Streamers in sweats ruin video games. Like, we tanked everything.
Yes.
There is some sort of, is there a word for like being an elitist?
Yeah, it's a word, but I think purist is more so what you're about to go for here.
There are people in gaming that play a game like Battlefield, or let's throw Halo in this bundle here, that only want the game they love to make the one thing that they love. Are you guys following what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I follow. You're saying a Battlefield fan wants more of what made them a Battlefield fan.
No shit.
Halo doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer. Correct! Battlefield doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer.
Oh, now I get it. He's reducing the Battlefield formula.
Yeah, this like the funny thing is so let's say if there was like Battlefield 6 is going to feature a Battle Royale mode, but it's not going to feature Rush. Do you know how many like core Battlefield fans? Because that's one mode that I'm looking for when the game comes out. I'm looking for Rush. I'm looking for Conquest. Yeah, Team Deathmatch. I think they did have some other modes, but it seemed like Rush, that was like the go-to mode to play. That and Conquest. Those were my modes. If they said that we're getting rid of that and the only thing that multiplayer is going to have is Battle Royale, nobody would be playing Battlefield. Yeah, they'll probably play the campaign to see what the campaign is about. If not that, then they'll just probably watch the campaign on YouTube. But if they, let's say if they did have it where it's like, oh, we're not going to add the core modes that make this game fun, Battlefield 6 isn't going to be a good game.
Developed over 20 years and 13 plus games down to just the selfish preferences of some guy he's arguing with in his chat, because arguing with one hypothetical person's preferences is way easier than telling an entire fan base to step aside and let the COD streamer tell us what Battlefield really needs. Why does Battlefield need another BR, Tim? Let's hear it.
For someone like me, I love playing Battle Royales.
Because you love playing them. Now, why should Tim's preference for a BR have any more merit than the rest of us? He's either ironically being the elitist he's attempting to speak against, or he's saying that his preference should be held to equal value as the Battlefield purists. Doesn't really matter because both of those would be wrong. I love horror games, Tim. Doesn't mean other people are elitist if they tell me no to GTA 6 having a horror game mode. Come on, Tim, there's more to this. Tell us why you really want a Battle Royale that's not Warzone to play.
And on top of that, it's how I make a lot of my content.
This is the big disconnect with predominantly BR streamers.
Good movie. For those that have never seen Liar Liar, I definitely recommend you guys go watch that movie. That's one of Jim Carrey's best performances in my opinion. But anyways. But yeah, it's like and I said that, it's like you see where these guys, let's say if there's like Battlefield 6 is the biggest game that was out, everybody is playing it, but like you see where it was like those guys that were playing Warzone and Fortnite and Apex, they're like, no, I'm playing campaign, I'm playing multiplayer, or I'm playing the Battle Royale mode or any other mode in Battlefield 6. They're specializing in that mode. There's going to be those guys where they don't like Battlefield 6. They're going to try to go over and play Call of Duty or Warzone and stuff. There's going to probably be nobody. It's going to take them forever to find a game. But yeah, it's like they're not going to be able to make content. And that's the thing where it's like, okay, that's what I'm saying. People, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop limiting yourself to just one type of content. You need to play other games. But anyways.
Games don't need battle royales to stay relevant with their audience. The streamers need battle royales to stay relevant with their audience. Or at least they think they do. Most of them are entertaining enough and good at video games. I bet if they branched out more often, they'd be surprised at the results. You see, in the streaming bubble, it can be easy to start conflating viewer numbers with player numbers. Obviously, stream views help games get exposure, I'm not arguing that, but stream views is not always an accurate metric for figuring out just how many people are actually playing a game. Look no further than Mario Kart World. It sold over 5 million units in its first month, and reports showed 94% of Switch 2 buyers got a copy of it. It was, by all available metrics, a console selling success. And how is Mario Kart World doing on Twitch?
Yeah, because it's
Battle
just
Royale's
the thing is that with Mario Kart World, the reason why that game doesn't, it's more of a family game. I feel like you gotta play that game with like friends and family at parties and stuff. But like the game, it was, so they had like the cup mode where it's just you go through 4 laps. Then they had like this knockout mode where it's like an elimination race. That was it. That was all that they had. Oh, and then I think it was like versus where it's kind of like you're just driving around like throwing shells and stuff at people and things. But it wasn't like when they announced that free roam was going to be a option in Mario Kart World. I'm over here thinking like, okay, there's gonna be missions that I could do. There's gonna be things. They just pretty much got you driving around like you're not doing nothing and stuff. And that's why I'm like, yeah, if you guys, that's one thing that they're gonna have to do in Mario Kart World. They're gonna have to add some stuff to do during free roam missions and things. Cause yeah, that's why nobody ain't really playing that game. It's like you play for a little bit. After that, you're good. You're done. So yeah, probably when the Switch 2 had came out and Mario Kart World was playable, yeah, you'd probably seen where a lot of people are playing that game now. It's one of those things where, yeah, bro, the game ain't really got a whole lot going on. So
for streaming, every new match is like an episode of a TV show. There's a whole saga from dropping in, finding loot, close calls, and the final circle. If you pair that with an entertaining streamer, then you've got yourself a good live show for people to watch and engage with. These guys worked hard to create their brands, and a big part of that is managing audience expectations, so I'm not going to knock them for wanting to maintain their numbers. If they can accept that Battlefield's identity is different from Call of Duty's, and they just want to come enjoy it, then by all means, come on in, the water's fine. No gatekeeping here. But if streamers expect the same kind of authority they have over COD's continued development over here at Battlefield, to that I say, you want a game crafted for a younger live stream audience, eh?
I think you guys want that hospital.
General.
The thing I would say to everyone that's saying, oh, Battlefield doesn't need a BR, we don't need a BR. There's another game that said the same thing. And that game isn't doing that hot, okay? That's all I'm saying.
The willful ignorance one must exhibit to imply Halo Infinite failed to keep its launch audience because it didn't have a battle royale is staggering. Are we talking about the same?
I think the reason why Halo didn't do as good as it did is because it's different than the other Halo games. I did play Halo Infinite and I thought it was good. You know, I played beat the game and stuff. Yeah, because it was a game where, and I think if they're trying to compare sales of Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite, that was an Xbox Game Pass game. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna probably be all like, well, I could just go and just play this game through Xbox Game Pass. I don't know necessarily how they would, I guess, subtract the pricing of a subscription to the Xbox Game Pass to like what would the price be, I guess, if somebody were to buy the game or something, or like something along those lines. But overall, though, it's like you're trying to compare Halo Infinite to or like say that it would have been more successful if it had a Battle Royale mode. It's like, that's the thing, though. It wasn't, if you've seen where the Halo games was coming out back then, and they were these like unsuccessful games and stuff, then yeah, probably people, I feel like it would be a valid argument. And it's like, oh, well, that was the one thing that was missing to make it a good game. But you look at all the Halo games from back in the day, like they literally remastered the Halo franchise and stuff from Halo. It was like Combat Evolved all the way up until 4. And no, was it 4 or 5? Regardless, though. But yeah, it's like you look at all those Halo games, I think Halo, it started falling off after Bungie had left. And but yeah, I feel like Bungie, if they would have went down the same track how they are with Destiny with Halo games, yeah, either way Halo would have been falling off and stuff. But I just think that if you have the right people behind the game and they care about like, okay, what does the audience want? Anything besides a battle royale, like what things can we add to this game, I guess, to make it, better, you know, and have it where more people are playing it. And yeah, you see where it's like on top of that, where it's like, you know, you don't know what to add. Then there's other games that's coming out where they're adding all these different things and stuff. Yeah, I guess like they probably I don't know, like, because did they have like the map customization stuff? Because I had just played through the campaign, so I don't know if they had like map customizations like how they did in Reach and stuff. But yeah, if they have that, add that, you know. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if you listen to your audience, but not like the audience where it's like, I only want things from me, like a universal, like everybody is saying like, this is what can make the game better, do this, do that. But that battle royale stuff, everybody thinking that battle royale got it. Like I keep saying, if that's the case, battle royale needs to be added into every video game. Games ain't got violence, games that's about cars, games that's role-playing games. Yeah, just add a battle royale in all games.
Halo Infinite, the one with so little content it didn't even have a Slayer playlist at launch, the one that backslid in both content and features from the games before it, the game that was competing with MCC, the game which had 0 microtransactions and 6 Halo games worth of content that could all be bought for cheaper than 1 Halo Infinite skin bundle, the game that took like 3 years of live service CPR to become a still over monetized but decent Halo game. That Halo Infinite? I guess playing Warzone for so long really has given him tunnel vision if his only metric for good game versus bad game is whether or not it has a battle royale. If we're gonna ignore the quality of a game's launch with Tim's logic here, technically Halo Infinite had 2 main battle royales, one official and one made by the Forge Falcons. Why didn't you play it on stream more than like once, Tim?
Let's go! This is actually fire.
Where were you and where were the swarms of battle royale fans ready to make this game successful? Better yet, why isn't Battlefield 5's Firestorm in its 7th year of prosperous live service? Could it be because battle royales are not a guaranteed lifeline regardless of a game's quality?
Keep these Call of Duty guys off this. We don't need a battle royale. We don't need it. I got news for y'all, man. I'm going to tell you something. This is kind of hot. If this game, BF6, flops, that may be it for Battlefield. Can we have an honest conversation here?
Yeah, we can have one.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to have anything to do with them not adding a battle royale. I think it's going to have a lot to do with like the game lacking content, being buggy and unplayable. Like if it was kind of like that one game like Anthem, for an example, this like it's this promising game, but yeah, the promises didn't, you know, live up. It wasn't good enough and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, that's why the game flopped. But it ain't gonna be, oh, it's because they ain't have no battle royale.
Conflating what you think a game needs to be successful with what you think your channel needs to be successful.
We don't need a BR. Battlefield doesn't need a BR. In my opinion, this may be a hot take.
Every time when I hear that voice, it always reminds me of what's that dude's name? It's a guy that does voiceover videos. And I'm like, anytime I hear that voice, I'm like, yeah, it's always him that's doing it. Devo is freed. Yeah, that guy. Check out his content. And I'm like, yeah, he uses that like that voice filter. And yeah, I'm like, anytime I hear it, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, where's Devo at? Where he at?
You can hate me or not.
I don't hate you. It's just a disagreement over gaming. If anybody actually hates you over this, they're either too young or too mentally unstable to be on the internet anyway, so don't worry about them.
You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love battle royales.
Tim, have you ever seen Arrowhead's website? I doubt it, since Helldivers 2 isn't a battle royale, and let's not forget how that one went.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about it. Looking at it, if it's a game I would like playing or making content with, comment down below and leave a like on this if you want to see it. I'll consider it.
I'm not playing the game.
The amount of people telling me to play, I swear to God, they're paying people to come into chat.
I go to someone's stream. I had to leave after 2 minutes. You're shooting aliens, man.
I reacted to Jeff playing it, and I was like, dude, I don't know if this is for me, but chat won't shut up about it. I don't know.
A few moments later.
The video popped off. It's my most viewed video in a month. Got the most likes. So yeah, we're playing Helldivers today.
That wasn't necessary.
And you can tell he didn't want to play Helldivers. The funny thing is with Helldivers, it's like that's what it looks like when the developer, they're like, hey, we're going to come out with a game where we know overall at the end of the day it's not going to flop. Like it's not going to Bobby, it did kind of flop a little bit, but they brought it back though, and they were like, yeah, but it doesn't need to be the game that we see coming out literally every week and things. So yeah, Helldivers 2, it's funny because that was a game I played in more than Battle Royale games, because it's something different, it's something unique, it's something that I could get myself into. But anyway,
just a reminder that big streamers like this tend to rate games from the lens of what makes their content popular, not what makes a game popular. But anyway, the Arrowhead website says, a game for everyone is a game for no one.
You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love battle royales.
Who is Tim to demand an established series like Battlefield bring in something it's never needed before?
Yeah.
What, is it Helldivers 2 all over again? Does he think that what Battlefield is on its own won't be enough?
Because like if that's the case, then I'm like, yeah, then it's like, why aren't you playing the Battle Royale mode in the older Battlefield game 5? I'm like, why aren't you not playing the Battle Royale mode in that? It is funny because I feel like you'll see them play it, they'll play it for a little bit, go right back to playing Warzone. And they're like, and then you ask them, like, they're like, okay, I'm gonna ask you this. I want you to tell me the truth. Why are you not streaming Battlefield's their old Battle Royale mode and stuff? I'm like, how come you're not streaming that game on the regular? Because my thing is this. I feel like that they'll add it and then they'll play it for a couple of weeks, and then after that, it's like, oh, we're right back on Warzone.
Content from? Boy, COD licking your boots really did go to your head, didn't it? It's this kind of arrogance that puts people off and makes them paranoid that streamers are going to try to use their popularity and their platforms to change Battlefield from what its fans like about it, just like they did with Call of Duty. Higher skill gap, faster movement, constantly shifting metas, the stuff that makes for more entertaining content but drives away the casuals. Warzone was just a BR mode at one point in time too, and we haven't forgotten about that. I doubt people are gatekeeping you, Tim. I doubt they're saying, we don't even want you to come and play Battlefield. Instead, I bet what they're saying is, we don't want you to come and try to change Battlefield with some of that same influence that helped change Call of Duty. It's not gatekeeping to say, you're invited to the party, just don't break anything in the house. You know what? Forget GTA 6 having a horror game mode, Tim. I like point-and-click story games, and if you don't want COD to put development money and resources towards a point-and-click story game mode, then you're selfish elitist and you're gatekeeping Call of Duty.
Everyone's talking about Firestorm. I did play Firestorm. In my opinion, didn't hit exactly like it could have been.
Okay, so now we are acknowledging that a game's quality can factor into a game's success when it benefits your argument, I guess.
There were things about Firestorm that kind of irked me from a Battle Royale standpoint that I just didn't love.
Okay, I guess our new rule of thumb is if there's a BR, the game's allowed to be either good or bad, but if there is no BR at all, automatic bad. Battle Royales are really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the clash between Battlefield's casual identity and the increasingly competitive, retention-based FPS space. Brace yourselves, because you're about to see just how much modern gaming has rotted some people's perception of what a game needs to be good.
It needs a good progression, reasons to fucking log in daily. It needs battle pass for sure, and rank game modes.
Yes, the guy who's
I'm like, hey man, y'all gotta leave XQC alone. that man don't deserve that. Leave that man alone.
Successfully monetized being chronically online is regurgitating corporate approved drivel like a planted robot.
You must keep playing. You must buy battle pass. You must play skill based. You must complete dailies. Log on. Log on. Log on. Log on.
I'm EA. I approve this message.
How far has gaming fallen that this is something to actually want out of a new game?
I top fragged the comeback game. I don't even believe what he said. That was crazy.
I sat through enough of him
like,
refusing to
slow
revive
down.
teammates and solo rushing objectives to feel confident in saying the following. XQC is not interested in playing a Battlefield game for what Battlefield offers.
You know, I'm just sitting here thinking, I think that would be a dope thing to do in Battlefield. And it's I'm not trying to have it where it's like it's copying other games, but I remember seeing this feature in Arma where you can create missions. I think that would be sick. I think that would be sick if they had it where you can create missions and stuff. And yeah, even have it where it's like, bro, imagine, my thing is this, right? Imagine a mission creator mode where because me, you know how I love to show out my creativeness and things. if they had a mission creator mode where you can create your villain, you can create your I guess like your heroic character and stuff, or if it's multiple villains, but they should have it where it's like it's all the different maps, like, you know, I guess like throughout Battlefield and things. And then yeah, they just have it where it's like you need to if you want to create like a tactical quiet mission, you could do that. If you want to create like a loud and proud, like, oh, go up to this gate and blow the gate up with C4 and things and start shooting at all the buildings with rocket launchers and stuff, you know. Yeah, but they should have like a mission creator mode. I feel like something like that, it can really like elevate, you know, Battlefield. Like, that's just something that I would like to see, but I think a lot of people would like that, you know, because you got a lot of creative people out there where they would like to display. Like, I'm just saying, it's thinking of like how Fortnite is, using that game as an example too. It's like, look at how successful that game is, and they got like a million different modes in there that you can play. So yeah, they should have some stuff like that, like a game where it's like it's a game meant for like everyone, you know, like anybody can play it. But
he's an iPad kid that needs a dopamine hit every 5 seconds or else he'll switch to another app.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do. I forgot that Battlefield is just like a corner camping, like prone game, like wait for the game to come to you type thing.
I have no doubt.
I'm like, Call of Duty is a camping game too. No, it's just with Battlefield, you can't stay in certain areas for too long. Like, that's always been a thing with Battlefield.
We'll have the usual retention gimmicks like battle passes and daily challenges, but to say a game has to have that and has to have ranked to keep people invested exposes one of the biggest problems in modern gaming right now. It all points to one thing, one leading factor that used to drive success in gaming. Might I remind you of an ancient, enlightening, once powerful but since forgotten word?
Strike us with the power of your voice.
If somebody wants to make the case that player retention tricks like skill-based matchmaking or login rewards lead to longer playtimes and more logins, they'd technically be correct. Which is the problem. Psychologically engineered methods to keep people playing to squeeze the live service juice out of a game for as long as possible has taken priority over pure fun, original ideas, or innovative mechanics. XQC argues that Battlefield needs these gimmicks to stay alive. I argue that it's okay for a player base to move on and for a new game to come out. We are not the same.
Oh, this I don't like. You should not be able to use 2 primaries in a game like this. You can position yourself to have the perfect weapon in every single scenario, which kind of sucks. It's limited to shotguns, DMRs, and SMGs. I guess that's better. I don't know. The shotguns look broken.
Shroud never got on a pedestal about how Battlefield wasn't competitive enough, and he seemed to have fun overall, but I still included this clip because I think it gives us a good, candid glimpse into the mindset of a guy who streams mostly competitive games for a living.
I really don't like that. I need to see what it looks like from a live perspective when people do high drops. Oh god, that... Oh. Scope Clint? Really? We're doing Scope Clint?
Like with the BR streamers or XQC, the context behind why a streamer has the preferences they do, it's important for counteracting any hive minds that start to pop up. And with these clips from Shroud in particular, I think his background in competitive gaming makes him more likely to criticize anything that offers a competitive disadvantage. Anything that tips the scale too far in one direction, no matter the reason. Sniper glint, giving away your position. Carrying a second primary so assaults are more equipped to push the front line than any other class. A landing roll that gives you a delay before you can react to what's around you. He's not wrong, these things do have their disadvantages, and he's not demanding everyone else accept his personal criticisms like someone else in this video did. But my point is, making a game as fair and balanced as possible for hyper-competitiveness is just not what Battlefield is. If some sweat is hiding out in a building with a shotgun putting one in my chest every time I walk in the door,
hello,
you know what I should be able to do in a Battlefield game? Level the building.
Yeah, I was like, I learned my, because it's like that's the thing, like, that's so true, where it's like these games have brainwashed you into thinking like, oh, I can just camp out in this building and just be shooting at people through a window and stuff. No, yeah, I was doing that. I was shooting at people through a window in the beta. It was like, thinking it was like the first day the beta had came out, and I was shooting at somebody through a window. All of a sudden, whole building just started coming down. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. So I'm like, yeah, Battlefield is definitely going to be a game where it challenges like how you play shooter games and stuff. So
blow out the walls he's using as cover. If some tryhard shows up on Battlefield wanting to slide cancel circles around a 40-year-old father of two, you know what that tryhard sees on Battlefield? The barrel of an M1 Abrams. Battlefield in a nutshell is either you getting blasted by some BS, you blasting your enemies with some BS, all while working with your squad and team to counter whatever the other team's throwing at you. The balance comes in from the classes and vehicles, which is why I still think weapons should be class locked. When it retains its identity, Battlefield is absolutely not balanced in every encounter, and that's by design. Sometimes you're going to turn the corner and see 17 sniper glints like you're at a concert. Bring in the tank. Sometimes the building you're in is gonna collapse on your head and you have no clue why. No worries, a squad mate will get you back on your feet, as long as it's not XQC. Like with the Battle Royale argument, I don't think you can mix the fundamentals of Battlefield Sandbox with the ultra-focused balance that competitive play needs and be able to make everyone happy. So just stick to what Battlefield is and don't worry about competitive play or arbitrary retention tactics, or just don't make a Battlefield game. Make something else, it's that simple. It's too early to tell if Battlefield 6 will be great, just a return to form but not exemplary, or bad, but just remember, if Battlefield takes too many notes from big streamers who need gaming to cater to their stream views, their attention spans, or their preference for competitive play, this game will be doomed to toss aside the best of the series it's in to become something unrecognizable, like our boy Call of Duty did. Rest in peace. The execution of several Battlefield games over the years has been inexcusable, don't get me wrong, but the core of the series still stands. Just look at the beta numbers. People are still interested in a good, new Battlefield game that actually feels like a Battlefield game. These aren't stream numbers you're looking at, these are player numbers. People who actually put their hands on the game. Battlefield 6 can have what it takes to put the series back on track, just let it be Battlefield. If you want to see my take on EA's strategy to win back the trust they lost with the last few Battlefield games, click this video right here. Thank you members and patrons, and as always, thanks for watching. Carry on, you kings.
Yeah, I just think that, you know, EA, it's like, yeah, if you're trying to win it back over your fans, it's like you gotta listen. You gotta listen to the fans, and it's like, I mean, like the fans that it's like, yeah, you've seen where they have like hours in Battlefield 3, hours in Battlefield, all the Battlefield games. Like somebody that genuinely wants the best for the game, and yeah, if they think that adding a Battle Royale mode is best for the game, test it out, see how it goes. But if you see after some months done pass by and people ain't playing it, then it's like, okay, the Battle Royale trend, that has to stop. Focus on other things. So, yeah, I think, like, if you have it where it's like, okay, we can't think of any things ourselves, let's leave it up to the fans to create modes and stuff in the game. Okay, then do that. But it has to be one of those games. It has to be a game for the people. And I'm not just saying some people, streamers, and that. No, for everybody, okay? So, yeah, it might be a rated M game, but it needs to be E for everybody, all right? So, anyways, but yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to the Kingard for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.